Imagine losing $1 trillion in 36 minutes. On a Tuesday afternoon in 2010, the Dow Jones Industrial Average didn't just drop, it collapsed. Blue-chip companies like Procter & Gamble saw their stock price crash from $60 to pennies in seconds. It was the financial equivalent of a nuclear explosion. The world panicked. Was it a terrorist attack? A glitch? A bank collapse? No. 5 years later, the FBI knocked on the door of a modest house in the suburbs of London. They weren't looking for a criminal mastermind or a corrupt banker. They were looking for a guy named Navinder, who was trading in his pajamas. This event became known as the flash crash. At 2:32 p.m., the market plunged 9% in minutes. It was the largest intraday point drop in history up to that point. And just as quickly as it crashed, it bounced back. Traders were left staring at their screens, terrified. But here is the strange part. While Wall Street was burning, Navinder Sarao, a solitary trader operating from his parents' house in Hounslow, had just made nearly $900,000 that day. How did one man, miles away from New York, with a simple retail trading setup, help trigger a $1 trillion collapse? To understand the crash, you have to understand the weapon: spoofing. Navinder wasn't investing. He was playing a video game with the algorithm. He wrote a piece of software that would place thousands of massive sell orders he had no intention of filling. Imagine putting a fake listing for a house at a super low price, just to panic your neighbors into selling their houses cheap, so you can buy them. That's spoofing. Navinder's algorithm flooded the market with fake pressure. The high-frequency trading robots used by big banks saw these orders, panicked, and started selling aggressively. It was a chain reaction. Navinder's fake orders tricked the robots. The robots dumped the market. The liquidity vanished. For a few minutes, the entire global financial system was held hostage by an algorithm designed in a bedroom. When the dust settled, Navinder canceled his fake orders and bought the dip. He made millions. The market recovered, but the trust was broken. It took investigators 5 years to find him. In 2015, Navinder Sarao was arrested. He faced 22 criminal counts, including wire fraud and commodities fraud. But here is the twist. He didn't live like a millionaire. He didn't buy Ferraris or yachts. He still lived with his parents. He drove an old car. For him, it was just about the score. It was just a game. The story of the flash crash isn't just about crime. It's a warning. It shows us that the modern stock market isn't just humans buying and selling companies. It's a battlefield of algorithms where billion-dollar moves can be triggered by a single glitch or a single guy in Hounslow. As traders, we rely on charts and data. But never forget, beneath the numbers, the system is more fragile than you think.